Do you want to achieve your goals? If yes, then you're in the right place. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is not just a self-improvement book. It's your guide to completely transforming your life. Authored by self-development expert Stephen R. Covey, this book will not only develop you, but also provide radical solutions in every aspect of your life, whether it's family, marital, personal, or professional. Welcome to the Growth Galore channel, where we always strive for growth and development. Prepare your favorite drink and join us on this journey of change together. By applying these 7 habits, you will create a radical change in your life and succeed. These habits are mental habits, meaning there's no fatigue in applying them. All you need to do is get used to thinking in these 7 ways. These habits will radically change your way of thinking, not just superficially. Stephen Covey says, to create radical change, there are 2 keys. The first key is to change from the inside out. It means that radical change starts within you. Contrary to what most people believe, many think that for their lives to change, external circumstances must change first. This belief is incorrect. True change begins within you, and if you change internally, all your external circumstances will change. Imagine that by simply reversing this concept, your life will improve and turn for the better. Let's delve into the second key to radical change that Stephen Covey talks about. Change your thinking, change your mental perspectives, and your life changes. Mental perspectives are the collection of thoughts and experiences that have shaped how we see the world. As Covey describes, they are like lenses that differ from one person to another. Covey recounts the story of his son who went through a tough period, where his academic performance and baseball playing were below average. After numerous unsuccessful attempts at encouragement, Covey and his wife realized that they were projecting their own mental perspectives onto their son, placing unnecessary pressures on him. By changing their mental perspectives towards their son and showing confidence in his natural abilities, they witnessed a positive transformation in his life. His academic performance improved, as did his baseball playing, social relationships, and his character developed in the way they hoped for. Indeed, this is the power of mental perspectives, dear follower. If you change your mental view towards something, your treatment of it changes, and from there, radical change occurs. This story shows us how a simple shift in our perspectives can make a significant difference. Think about your current mental perspectives and how you can improve them to reflect the best in you. Let's take the first step towards positive change today. Stephen Covey beautifully quotes, "If you plant a thought, you reap an action. If you plant an action, you reap a habit. If you plant a habit, you reap a character. And if you plant a character, you reap a destiny." Dear follower, in the journey of life, the human personality goes through 3 main stages as described by Stephen Covey: childhood, maturity, and old age. Similarly, the growth of personality undergoes 3 evolutionary stages. The childhood stage, where we depend on others as a child does at the beginning of their life. The maturity stage, where we begin to take responsibility and rely on ourselves. And finally, the old age stage, where we reach the peak of wisdom and experience. The first 3 habits, which Covey calls the personal victory habits, help us transition from dependence on others to self-reliance. The 4th, 5th, and 6th habits, or the public victory habits, move us to a stage of interdependence where we become capable of effectively managing and positively influencing human relationships. Lastly comes the 7th habit, the habit of renewal, which is considered the most beautiful and important, as it achieves balance in all aspects of life. I have carefully created the content of this video for you, in which I will explain how you can change your life and its circumstances, despite their harshness. This talk is real and tested. I will also prove to you that success is a choice. Happiness and sadness are choices, and you choose by using this habit. Here's an explanation of the first habit from Stephen R. Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Welcome, my friend, to the Growth Galore channel, specializing in book explanations. If you're new here, I provide complete book explanations and give you the benefits of reading. So, if you want to gain the benefits of reading without actually reading, subscribe to the channel. We are surrounded by 2 types of circumstances: those we cannot control, which are beyond our grasp, and those we can control, including education, self-development, physical strength, and many other aspects. If you want to create your opportunity in this life, despite these circumstances, you must focus on the ones you can control. By doing so, you can make a difference in your life. For example, if you decide to learn Spanish, education is within the circumstances you can control. In the 21st century, you can simply open your phone, go on YouTube, and learn Spanish to proficiency, all for free. After mastering Spanish, you might decide to take advantage of this proactive step and explain Spanish or English on Instagram, YouTube, or any social media platform, potentially earning thousands of dollars a month. In the context of relationships, Stephen Covey shares a story during one of his seminars about being proactive. A man stood up and said, "Stephen, I like what you're saying, but every situation is different. Take my marriage, for instance. I'm deeply concerned about it because my wife and I no longer share the same feelings we used to. I think I don't love her anymore, and she doesn't love me either. What can I do?" I asked him, "Are there no feelings left between you?" He confirmed, "Yes, that's true, and we have 3 children, and we're very worried about them. What do you suggest?" I answered, "Love her." The man said, "I told you the feelings are gone." I told him, "Then, if the feelings are gone, that's a strong reason to love her. Love is an action, and the feelings of love are the result of this action. So love her, appreciate her, care for her, sacrifice for her, and listen to her. That is love. Actions come first and then the feelings follow. Love is an action, so are you capable of doing that?" Dear follower, you are capable of changing your life under any circumstances. Just change your mental perspective and focus on the circumstances you can control and improve. The first habit that Stephen Covey calls "be proactive" encourages us to act rightly before circumstances force us. Think about the circumstances you can control, such as education and self-development, and start working on them now. Don't wait until the circumstances become harsh. By acting now, you make a difference in your life and move towards success. The difference between starting now and starting late could be the difference between survival and progress. The second habit: begin with the end in mind, setting goals and planning to achieve them. Stephen Covey says that you should keep in mind that you have several roles in life, and that your life's purpose should be based on what matters to you. It's possible in life to set very strong and excellent goals for yourself, but there are things in your life that are much more important and valuable than the goal itself. Many of us, when setting our life goals, set goals that satisfy society. For example, someone might say they want to become a successful businessman and start working 20 years, 30 years to reach that goal. And after 30 years, they may discover that this goal has consumed them greatly and distanced them from their mother, father, life partner, and children. They try to return after achieving their goal to make up for the absence, only to find that time has passed. They try to make up for their absence from their mother and father and might not find them, and discover that their relationship with their life partner has become wilted, cold, and stagnant, and that there is a very large gap in their relationship with their children. Dale Carnegie and the Story of the Aspiring Man, the author of the famous book How to Win Friends and Influence People, first published in 1936, which is considered a masterpiece of self-improvement literature and the art of dealing with people. Carnegie narrates a poignant story in this book, He talks about a salesman who decided to set his sights on making $1 million. This man was very enthusiastic, as were his family and children. The year began, and the man set out across the United States, eager to achieve the $1 million. After 2 months, his wife called him saying, "We need you very much at this time." He replied that he had commitments with companies and clients, and if he returned to them, he would lose them. His wife insisted, "But try to come and sit with us for a week or two. Your children need your presence with them very much." He promised her that he would make the $1 million and return to live a very beautiful life. After a while, the wife called again asking him to come back immediately, as their children were living in chaos and their situation was very bad. But he refused to give up his dream and goal. Shortly before the end of the year, he indeed made the $1 million. However, when he decided to return to his family, he discovered that one of his sons had been killed because of the people he was associating with. Another had gone to prison, and his wife had filed for divorce. Yes, he made the $1 million, but he lost what is more precious than money. He lost his family. Balancing goals and family relationships. According to Stephen Covey says, "Identify the roles that are important to you in life and build your life based on them. When you do this, you will achieve your goals without losing your very precious relationships with your family. For example, you may set a goal to become the CEO of one of the largest companies and work hard all day to achieve this goal, but at the same time, you must be aware of your important role as a son and as a life partner. So, as you pursue this goal, if any matter concerning your parents or your life partner arises, stop your work and be with them, and know that they play an important role in your life. With time, you will find yourself having become a CEO, a dutiful son, an ideal life partner, a close and caring parent, and your relationship with your children will be excellent. The visualization exercise for prioritizing. Stephen Covey presents us with a visualization exercise saying, "Close your eyes and imagine that you are in a peaceful place, and imagine that one day you woke up to attend the funeral of the most important person in your life. Imagine that you started to get ready, dressed up, and went to the place, and upon entering, you saw your friends, relatives, family, children, life partner, and all the people whose affairs are important to you. And you wanted to take one last look at this deceased person, only to discover that the deceased person is you. After the funeral proceedings are over and you move to the condolence gathering, the people in the condolence start talking about you and expressing their opinions of you. Among all these people and opinions, the opinions of your family, children, life partner, and friends will particularly matter to you. The words they will say about you after your death are the real goals you strive to achieve in life. Therefore, Stephen Covey says, use this visualization and try to truly feel the experience, and you will reach the real goals you want to achieve. Thank you for listening attentively, and thank you for your invaluable time.